Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. I will continue to make stimulus update videos. The problem is I've disabled the live chat. All right. The reason I disabled the live chat is I don't need the live chat. All right. The live chat just takes too much, and we can go on and on and on and tie up YouTube servers for time and time again. Fortunately, the problem is this is an update. Now, for some of you wondering, what is this an update can entail? Well, I'm going to tell you, all right, to make it short and sweet, all right? So, my cousin Dinky, who worries about me, basically said that she has the authority to check for a welfare check if I don't surface from time to time or message her. She knows that. Excuse me for a second. I need to check my door because there's a package came in, or 3 packages. I don't know what's what, but I'm checking the door. Alright, so I'm going to check my door through my door cam because I don't want to open the window. Alright, so we got something on the door. Cool. Alright, so package came from Postal Service. I think, I don't know. I haven't gone to the mailbox either. So let's see what's in this so I can get this over. So Christmas is coming soon. I need to relax. That's the other thing I want to tell you about. Let's see. Oh, look, my Christmas stickers came. And Alexa, stop. I wanted to share something with you guys. Okay, hold on. All right. So, okay, I got a ham cooking. So, all right. So, look at this. It says my stickers. 2 from recipients has been naughty, nice, given one more chance. Do not open until December 25th. Official Santa delivery. See? Who says you're not truly Santa unless you get the true Santa sticker? So, see what else we got here, because you guys know the other day I got some labels. So, what do we got here? Merry Christmas to from Tinsky. Look at that. Nice little thing, 144 pack of Christmas stickers. I wanted these actually for Chloe, literally. So I got to go through tonight and sort out the presents and wrap. Ooh, look at this. My cousin is probably going to be in love with these. So I'm going to be sending presents out soon. So because I'm the one sending out the presents, I'm going to be sending out presents to people using the sticker thing. To me, I'm going to be funny and put Chloe's mom down as naughty. Yep, naughty. Jose's presents, I'm going to basically put naughty. You know. No, I've wanted these, I really wanted these for a while, so this is too cool, man. And Chloe can do the same, so all the presents will have some great, great stuff, So, you guys want an update, so I'm going to give you an update, which will be a fair update. First of all, I got mad, and I want to explain why. I was having a nice conversation with a person named Apple Dumpling, wasn't making passes. I mean, claims they're hot and gorgeous, and, people are chasing her around. That's fine. Doesn't matter to me. But what matters to me is the fact that she was removed. And, yet, I asked specific reasons to my moderator why. No reply. So I've been getting emails from other moderators, which everyone knows I care for Hannah deeply, but I am getting emails from everybody that is a part of my moderating team, and they've asked me specifically. It doesn't matter, if Hannah got Moppy treats or bunny logs or a blankie or a laptop, they're like, I got to discipline moderators, and I've gotten emails from all over the quadrant. Remove Hannah. Remove her family. This is the only way that that people like Hannah could realize you don't remove someone without justification. I mean, literally. We also know from what we understand from Hannah's cousin, he's got access to the back doors to YouTube apparently. So a lot of people think that the hacking, between quadrants is actually possibly her cousin, which I don't doubt. I do not believe is what I mean. I was gonna say doubt, but it's the wrong word. So I decided to disable live chat. I don't want live chat. What I want is some basic answers, okay? I'm not getting answers. And so one of the things I want to really talk about is my update here, okay? That's one of the things that drove me up the wall to go to sleep, depression. Secondly, Chloe and I were arguing. Now, I'm not going to go into details. It's none of your business. But make a story short, okay? Chloe got mad and was very violently angry with me over the fact of the grocery store, okay? I wasn't in the grocery store. Chloe claims because she's got a sensor issue with her mental PG80. That's what they call persistent genital arousal disorder. I call it super horny disorder. That she basically claims that she's all female. And because of that, she claims that because she has to wear a hoodie dress in public, that it's not justified for her to wear a hoodie dress when people sit there and say that's too short. Put on a pair of shorts. And so she gets violently mad and said, fuck off, okay? She told the management company to fuck up. Doesn't work. Which I was going to make a joke to my cousin later. Soon. I got to sweep some stuff. Some pellets Chloe didn't pick up, but I'll take care of that. Anyways, the other problem is, okay, Chloe does not want me on YouTube. Plain and simple. She doesn't want me on YouTube. She knows it drains me. I mean, literally, let me tell you the responsibilities I have before you guys turn around, point your finger, and go, oh, well, it's not that bad. It goes like this. I got responsibilities, okay? More than you guys can think. I got to wake up in the morning, all right? I got to look after my dog there. He's got his pills coming. I got the place to get clean. I clean it, it gets messy. Chloe, we're not going to go into Chloe did this and Chloe did that, but I went and reviewed the video, okay? Because Chloe was on her way out. I woke up. She says, I'm going to get some dip, some beer, Moppy's pill, and some other stuff at the co-op. I got to get some salami for my mom. I said, cool. I said, check out coffee because I can't get in touch with the coffee person. The other problem I have is this. My card's been hacked, okay? Amazon's refunded everything. I'm getting upset at certain issues at the holidays. You don't understand how hard it is to live with someone like Chloe at Christmas time, and you're miserable. People say, oh, well, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not miserable. It is. It's purely miserable because I don't have my family around me. And I'm dealing with everything. I mean, look, my card was hacked. Okay, this was 2 years later. My card was hacked before then. Now I'm getting freaking emails from places all over the country wanting me to sell video games and game systems. One guy emailed me basically stating me a different story, thinking I had a shit pot full of the Xbox and PS5. Chloe looked at it and said to me privately, she says, you had a picture of, Hannah sent you a picture, Rita, of all those Xbox. She says, your email's been hacked. You might want to go and change over to a different email address that's basically built off. Use your internet email, call tech support, get an internet email set up, and leave it go. I mean, literally, she's basically saying, set up a different email. Use this one for YouTube and use the rest for other things. She said, however, I reviewed the video because people emailed me and messaged me and etc. and said, look, my family clearly stated it's in their God-given right to report if I'm not online, if I'm not reporting once a week or etc. She's right. Chloe was more upset at the fact that my cousin did that. The local sheriff, Rodney, basically came out once. It was freezing and snowing, and I wasn't leaving to the library, and I didn't leave for 4 days. We had snow and stuff. So, the gist was my family thought I died of a heart attack. So, problem is, Chloe's basically, everyone knows Chloe's grouchy. And so Chloe has a right to say and do what she does, The reason I got my shoes on is I'm getting ready to use the bathroom, but I'm also waiting for the oven cycle to sight, because when I cook a ham, I slowly increase the temperature by 25 degrees to make sure the ham's fully cooked in the oven. So by the time the 3-hour mark comes, it's different. Give me 1 second. I'll use the restroom, and I want to finish my update. Okay, so here's the problem, okay? I have too many responsibilities. I got everyone wanting their stimulus checks every day. Stimulus checks, stimulus checks, stimulus checks. I don't have stimulus checks. I don't have info. I give you what I know, when I know, how I know. Plain and simple. Then you have other issues, and that is my family. I feel bad. I feel bad for my cousin. His fly rods aren't coming for Christmas right now. The guy doesn't email but once every couple weeks, so I'm worried about that. I got that responsibility. So I ordered some extra presents for my cousin. My cousin-in-law is basically surprised at how many presents are under the tree this year for that little vixen. Now, here's the problem that I have in life. I have a problem with what's going on, all right? I disabled the live chat so I don't have to see anyone comment because I'm tired of it, all right? I got mad. I got mad that I was talking to someone, okay? Here's what happened. I got mad. Very angry. I got angry. I got totally angry. All because I'm chatting with someone who comes on my channel. We don't know anything. No one's giving me any info. We don't know if it's a fake person, a real person, someone who knows Ohio well, whatever, if it's Chloe's mom. No one knows. All of a sudden, bam, goes away. Just that way. I had so many moderators and so many people from Twitter and Instagram email me and say, look, you got to you might love Hannah, but you don't need to have her as a moderator when she goes and removes someone out of jealousy. Chloe saw me in tears, pretty much. I got off and I was crying. She's like, and I went to sleep. She decided to take care of the situation. However, there was a couple of problems, but nothing major. I mean, literally, And so to me, my family message saying, are you okay? Because, I was in a mental hospital. So technically my family's worried about me. They're worried that, Chloe's right. I'm being pushed over the edge between Chloe's mental illness and everyone demanding stimulus checks that I have no time for much for myself. So I've taken the time, just slow down, get my Christmas cards done, just slow down, get my presents wrapped, slow down to order what's needed left and deal with this. But, even Chloe, said to me, because Chloe was getting ready to leave, she woke me up and said, look, your phone keeps messaging, booping. One was my, messages. Some messaging saying, don't do this. Others are like, look, you got to do this. You have to show, you may love the girl dearly, but you have to have some discipline. And others are saying, look, you can't trust the person. Chloe said, look, my not family. My family messaged me on other issues. They still won't tell me about my cousin's presents, which I just ordered today because his fly rods aren't in. I keep asking my cousin about it, and it's like no answer. I've asked my cousin about so right now they're trying to pass a sweeping military bill. So basically, so my cousin, was worried about, she said she was thankful for the thing. She was I took a picture of a ham, and but no, they're saying, I have to have discipline, even though I love the person dearly. I have to have discipline, and there's other people out there that said, that when you love someone dearly, you don't just go and block someone or remove comments without a justification. I didn't say, oh, this person here needs to be deleted. Unless they come in and say, oh, that was Joe Bob or Joe McGee or whatever. No one knows. I mean, literally, I've had moderators from all over message me and say, look, you got someone who went rogue. And that upset me. I'm just talking, talking about things and etc. And all of a sudden, so I decided the best course of action when I do this video is to explain it, get it done as fast as possible, and then leave, because I don't want to be here all day. Literally, I got to go get the mail, and I'm going to get things prepared for my next move, which is Chloe's out getting groceries. I'm going to go and get the mail, and that's why I put my shoes on. But in the meantime, I want to explain to you why, all right? And Chloe's right. I watched her video. And her mental illness does push me off the edge. And her mental illness makes me very uneasy. I mean, literally. People know that someone like her, can't cook, can't clean, should go to a group home. I mean, literally. She's sitting there right now. I was talking about buying a rope. I had to talk her out of rope, meaning for hanging herself. She thinks her money order disappeared, or she calls it her money order, but the money order she sent for me, she thought it disappeared. Now it surfaced, but again, she's like, oh, I'm a dumb Dora. I don't know why the thing disappeared. Doesn't matter. What matters is it disappeared, okay, and it surfaced. But what's upsetting me is my responsibilities. Okay, let me explain it to you. Okay. Christmas is around the corner, okay? I got to finish Christmas presents. Chloe's got to get her list done. We don't have time to do it. Thing is, she sits there and she's right, but she's wrong, all right? I don't mind YouTube bids, but, I mean, I got too many people that sit there and say, look, I like to see you on YouTube. I'd like to see you. But thing is, I do these YouTube bids, and usually once in a great while, we get trolls. Other times, we get nobody, and then things happen. Sorry, I'm checking my smart home because the door is locked. I figured Chloe might be trying to get in. So I'm checking the door real quick. Checking the door up. So that's what I'm doing. All right. Okay, cool. So I need to make sure to set the thing up soon. All right. So basically what's going on is, like I said, I had moderators message me. I've had people through other channels message me, and they're like, look, you got to do something, because you can't have someone just go ahead and block someone just because and not give an explanation. I turned around and I emailed the moderator, and I specifically said, what the hell, what the F, why? Why was they removed? No explanation. That's where the explanation says something happens. I mean, look, Chloe's right. I had my card hacked. I had to fight that. Then I got to fight the internet company. The bill keeps disappearing. And what happens? I'm still trying to fight that. Now I got to go pay it somewhere else. And now I'm waiting for the light to turn off so I can actually finish getting my ham set to the right temperature. I'm making ham for dinner, which means that pig fat smells really good. I'm looking for to have some more pig fat tomorrow. So, you can get some mayonnaise and some bread, and make yourself a nice, tasty sandwich with a nice thing of, I might even give Moppy a piece of ham tonight. So, but he's entitled. He doesn't have any moisties, and he can have a piece of ham. So, anyway, basically, I've had people message me, and I've had other people say, just remove the live chat and you should be fine. Remove the live chat temporarily till you, get some answers. In the meantime, I will update you from time to time for stimulus, and I need to spend time with my entertainment. I got games galore. How am I supposed to play games when, I'm juggling everything? I mean, my responsibilities are really hard at Christmas time because I got donations to send out, Christmas cards to send out, packages to send out. I'm basically like running around trying to run a mini thing. So, by the way, before you ask, Chloe, I have disabled the live chat so I can speed this up. Anyways, my moderators, like I said, and other people have said, discipline. Oh, his pill has come? Yeah. Good. So, anyways, I'm not worried about that. Is it raining out? Okay. Alexa, set a timer 2 hours. There you go. So, anyways, that's, I gotta put stuff away, groceries, hold on a second. So if that's all you got, then that's what I was asking about. So so they only had regular, they got no cherry? One regular, alright, I put that in my pocket. I gotta get in there. Why? I just grabbed the tobacco. Okay. And I put this in the fridge. Mexican candy I got. Mexican candy. I haven't had this stuff in a while. So, I was trying to explain something to Chloe. She wasn't listening. What was it? So, I'm going to cook you one of these. So, it says here, put this in a pot and cook it on medium heat, huh? Yeah. Well, I can heat it in the oven. Yeah. I'll just put it in a glass temperature of 350. So the ham will be cooling and this will go in. How long do I need to cook this for? I'll be back there while you guys. It's a lot here. That's because the heater's on, but you weren't listening, so I guess I don't need to talk to you. Actually, I was listening. I said I disabled the live chat. Cool. So I can finish up here as fast as I can. Always do the offline videos. Well, I'm not doing offline. I'm doing live videos, but I'm taking away the live chat. She doesn't care. Anyway, she doesn't want me doing YouTube anyways. So, but she does have a point. She drives me to the edge. I mean, literally, knives, threats, and there's nothing I can do about it. And then fucking screams and yells and whatever else, la-di-da-di-da-di. So, I can't take it. I mean, literally, I got her doing this, and then, I'm trying to juggle Christmas, I'm trying to guide her. I'm trying to tell her, make a Christmas list, follow through with it, follow through with what you do. I mean, I'm trying to teach her that follow through with her agreements. I mean, literally. I mean, I have to make these little missions so she can go out and take care of business for me since I'm stuck here. Which, let me do this and then I'm out. All right. So basically, I'm struggling. Okay. I'm depressed. I'm depressed because I got a dirty house, which I have to clean myself. I'm depressed because computer comes in, whether it be from Hannah or from someone else. Chloe's going to be mad. So I'm depressed about that. I'm depressed that Chloe's mom has a gift card, and which reminds me, should ask Chloe a quick question. Hold on a sec. I have something to share. Ask Chloe. Hey. Oh, yeah. Hey. I feel bad. I told Chloe, I said, "Why are you in your bra and panties?" And she was like, I hate it. Well, you don't see me sitting around there. Hello, my name is Rita. I'm in my bra today. Hello, welcome on YouTube. Anyways, I'm not gonna make fun of her, okay? Anyways, I'm struggling. I'm stressing. Chloe's mom didn't get her gift card yet or didn't accept it. I'm struggling on other things. I'm also struggling that family. I feel like my family isn't, they worry about me. Okay, this is how my family works. They're like, "Oh, Rita, I'm sleeping." They're like, "Oh, Rita, Chloe's on YouTube doing this, this, and this." And it's like, I don't care. I really don't care because I'm out of it. I mean, literally, how would you feel if you are struggling physically and mentally, and you got someone who does so much for you, and then your family turns around and says, "Well, I have a right to call. Family has a right to call the police for a welfare check because they're afraid I might die, or Chloe took away something or whatever." It's that. I mean, literally, and then I asked them, "Oh, did you see the thing about the Christmas thing?" And nothing. And then I said, "Did your present come? There's one left." "Oh yeah, my present came. That was great. Thank you, Rita." And yeah, it doesn't even say anything about, "Look, I ordered this and this for my cousin. What do you think?" No reply. And then I got responsibilities for other issues, And then, on top of all this, I'm freaking out because my family's like, "Oh, the emails aren't that bad." It is when you go through your spam folder and you have like 900 spam boxes of things that you've never signed up for. And then you get things like, "Thanks for signing up for Boost. Thanks for signing up for Straight Talk. Thanks for signing up for Cricket. Thanks for signing up for US Cellular," and all this other crap. And you're sitting there going, "My email is being used for something for a burn phone. Why is my email being used for a burner phone? I don't need a burner phone. I don't need a disposable phone." Anyways, I better see if my thing done. Okay, so she turns around. She says, "No answer to the phone." So I'm about to, like I said, run outside and get the mail soon. But I want to tell you, with my heavy heart, that it hurts. It hurts to have, someone delete something. And, in the morning, it's like, "How'd you sleep?" Slept like a baby, okay? I can't sit there and say, "Oh, yes, I slept like a baby. Thank you for the blankie." The blankie wasn't used. I put the blankie in my room to hide from Chloe, okay? And here's what happened last night, okay? To make everything so people understand, the blankie wasn't used. I didn't take a picture of it or anything. That's what's really upsetting someone, is the blankie wasn't taking a picture of it. And, the original plan was to wrap the blankie up under the Christmas tree and open up Christmas morning, but that plan backfired. So I put it in my room to use, but I didn't use it because I was falling asleep last night in my chair. Hannah and Chloe and even Dinky was trying to get me to go to bed. They thought it sucked that I was falling asleep on the chair here. So I went to lay down. When I got up, I was so exhausted. I didn't even want to talk to my father-in-law, okay? And my father-in-law is a guy you don't just skip. You better have a good reason, okay? Between me skipping out and not going to bed yesterday on my normal time, I was exhausted. Hold on, I need to find the line barking. Barking at air. Knock it off. So then she turns around, right? And the responsibilities are too much. I got, like I said, Christmas cards to take care of. I got to get to the post office. Just send Chloe to get stamps for me, so I can just start putting stamps on, filling them out, and having them run. Her or me, I probably do. It's good exercise for burning on the Stairmaster, but running up and down, up and down, up and down the stairs, right? Meanwhile, I got so many responsibilities too. Getting Christmas cards out, wrapping presents, getting them in the mail, sending out Christmas gifts like salami. And if Chloe's gonna buy salami, she might as well wrap up a little bit, throw a couple, 2 or 4, throw them in there, and Merry Christmas, Mom! Enjoy your salami and your coffee, woot! But the problem is Chloe can't do it. Chloe's, too childlike. She doesn't think, she wants to sit there and be like, "Look at me, I'm a woman. I'm wearing a bra." I mean, I closed her door. I don't want to see her in a freaking panties, 3 pairs of panties and a bra. Like, the heater's overheating. That's because it's 48 degrees. We got rain, thunders. The thunder sign's gone, and I'm trying to stay warm. Unfortunately, my responsibilities are too high. Okay, and that is because Christmas. I mean, I got people telling me, "Don't let Chloe steal this. Don't let Chloe steal." You really think Chloe fucking stole a present? No. I'll tell you what really I think happened. I think in my heart, which I can't express my true fucking feelings because everyone wants to fucking rip me down, and my cousin Dinky thinks I need to fucking stand up for myself, and I'm doing this right here and now. I love Hannah very much, but I don't think it's fair for someone who, a girl claims she's heterosexual, not talking Hannah, talking about Apple Dumpling, talking to me, having a nice conversation, saying men want to chase her because she's hot and gorgeous. So be it. Who cares, right? But to remove them and not give a justification upsets me. 2, I got too many responsibilities. I got to deal with Chloe sending her threats, whether it's a knife, whether she's going to go buy a rope. I'm going to ask her when I'm done with my video, let me see your purse. Did you get any rope? I'm not going to let her hang herself. You see, this is the responsibilities I have. And people say, and then I get people who message me and be like, "Oh, yes, my family thinks I need to finally just lay down the law a bit and state what I feel, okay? Live chat's disabled. Why? It's because I don't want to put up with everyone ramming down things like Chloe snapping at that guy Ching Ching or Chunk Chunk or whatever it is, because I watched the video where she called him her the yellow-headed orange dictator, tin pot dictator or whatever's out. Big deal. She wants to basically do it on my video. That's fine. I've seen her do nice things on my video. I've seen her basically threaten herself on live YouTube and have the sheriff show up or the police show up at our old place. Chloe is unstable, okay? You piss Chloe off, you're in trouble. She's willing to do anything. I've seen her making threats recently to make and call up APS on the neighbors, CPS on the neighbors. And yet, she's always afraid the APS lady's coming back because she's afraid she's going to admit things like abusing me, self-neglect of her, can't clean, can't cook, can't do anything but go to the store. Well, like I said in my video, it just upset me because, I do stimulus videos, but I've been getting really upset because, when I do these long videos and doing spreadsheets, I also want the conversation, the chat pieces. So people can say, "Hey, how goes it?" And if I'm not paying attention, I'm doing a spreadsheet, it's fine. But the problem is, in my update today, my responsibilities is Christmas is coming. I got to sort presents. And then I got to wrap the presents. And then I got to make sure the mail comes. And on top of that, how would you feel if you basically keep trying to make a payment in your internet and you get a thing that internet's not down? Then you call them up and finally get through to the head lady you've talked to. She's like, "It's nice to meet you, Rita. It's good to hear your voice after so long." Then she's like trying to basically blow you off by saying, "Oh, thanks for telling us. We'll contact you. But in the meantime, go over to the cell phone dealer in town where the tower's acting up and pay your bill there. You can pay it there." So now we got to go down there and send Chloe down there. And then Chloe's got to get a money order and then fill it out. And then make sure the money order gets picked. And then they'll translate it into paid. And then we get our internet for another month. Meanwhile, we're waiting to find out what's going on. Meanwhile, the electric company's redoing the electric bill because, of errors. So, but I got the responsibilities of taking care of those bills. And then, I got responsibilities trying to guide Chloe on the right path. And then I got responsibilities for others. I mean, do you know how many times I try watching movies and all she fixes on is one track, Chloe, on the record track of, "I'm going to sue the grocery store that discriminated against me, Really? Grocery store can turn around and say, "We're not interested in paying," or the lawyer will be like, "So you told the management company to fuck off and you got a no contact order because you think it's discrimination because you're trans." But it's not discrimination. If I went into a bar in Portland and I told them to fuck off and let me have my booze and they're cutting me off or something, do something stupid, my family would basically disown me because you don't basically be that rude to fucking me. Well, you know how many times my cousin Dinky messages me and says, "Rita, I saw your video of what happened at the hospital. The hospital would treat you better if you weren't drunk and being an asshole. You were rude to them." Well, she's right. I mean, literally, my cousin Dinky's right. You don't just turn around and just delete something just because you're angry. Plain and simple. You be polite about it and be like, "Yep, done and done." Instead, you basically go through literally hell. I mean, literally, I'm always in hell. Literally. I mean, Chloe's like, "I want turkey, I want ham. I want turkey, I want ham." Meanwhile, I just want to fucking get through today. And then when my movie's done, you guys know I'll be sleeping. Maybe tomorrow I'll be in a better mood. By the way, the latest news is out of 7 spreadsheets, there's 2 left. I did spreadsheets today off and on as well. I mean, literally, I got to get these done. And I'm also struggling that. I got to do a monthly. The reason I do the long videos is to get spreadsheets done. But I need to quit talking and keep focusing on things that are important. I mean, look at my gaming, for example. How the hell am I supposed to game when I can't game, when I keep people messaging me going, "Oh, yeah, did you see this video?" And then I'm sitting there with my coffee cup in my hand. No offense to my sister Pee-wee. And I'm sitting there like this going, like Garfield going, "Good movie. It's too long." And I watch it and I'm like, makes sense. That's how I see it. I'm like, makes sense. And then, you get one, and then people are like, emailing me, "Did you see the video about this?" And I'm like, I don't need to see it. The local rag posted it. My cousin, there's family members out there that message me that really said I'm watching my channel on YouTube on stimulus. And when they hear that the government wants to cut it down to 600 per person, these fucking people who are on SSI messaging me like, "That's bullshit. We should be getting $2,000 a month or $2,000 stimulus. Biden doesn't offer anything." And Trump said, I'm with Trump. Give them $2,000 at least. Maybe make it more. Give them $4,000. I don't care. Just make it big. Said they're going to spend $700 billion for freaking military. So we have to spend almost $800 billion in military. And yet the rest of the bill isn't there. Yet they want to do a stimulus package, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, now Mitch is doing this and Chuck's doing that and Pelosi's doing this." And people are like, "Did you see that?" And it's like, I don't care. I don't care if hell freezes over as long as it doesn't bother me, right? Right. So, basically I get angry. Basically, I get furious. I mean, literally, I'm sitting here and then I get projects on my clothes. Like, oh, did you get spreadsheets done? Oh, did you check on the camera lenses that we still need? Are we going to get a Nikon camera? What are we buying? I'm like, literally, I mean, I can't even clear my head. And yet, then you got my responsibility. I love my family, my cousin Dinky, and she knows I love Hannah. So I won't deny my cousins or, Hannah stuff. But um, I'm just upset. I'm hoping Hannah, basically, if she is angry, maybe she's got a mental illness like Chloe, borderline or bipolar, and just pissed. Let her calm down. The thing is, I have to calm down myself. Chloe basically started in today about my day was shot, and I'll tell you why. I was having a nice conversation with things, and nothing went right. I mean, this morning I got up, I got my email, I'm having coffee, and saw stuff from Pee Wee. So I was watching it, drinking coffee, and preparing for my bath. And then, I was getting ready to bath. Chloe came out, started screaming at me about using the bath water. And then she took some of my tub water and put it into the toilet for flushing the toilet. Well, as all you know, it upset me that the toilet got clogged. Not once, but she clogged it 4 times. And we're using rough on the butt 1-ply, which Pee Wee says that 1-ply dissolves really good, but doesn't dissolve if you can't flush the damn thing. The toilet doesn't flush, so it's broken. And yet I can't get the management to fix it until this place is clean. So I'm stuck dumping water in there and unplugging it every time. So to me, I'm using extra work. So there's another. Then, another responsibility is Chloe gets up again when I wake her up. She starts in after a shower, right after she gets out of the shower, asking about the grocery store, and says, "Oh, you're a Marion West lover. You love Marion West. You love them so much." If I loved them, why would I basically be dealing with you, Chloe? Or if I loved them so much, why am I not going to the grocery store? Well, let's see. I can't go to the grocery store because I'm not allowed to go to the grocery store because I might have coronavirus with these spots, or they could be those fleas we're talking about, or some other responsibility. And then on top of that, we now know Moppy's got fleas. We got the pill, and then you got Chloe who, half the time doesn't want to take care of Boon Boon's cage. The other half the time doesn't want to walk Moppy on time. So I have to do it in the middle of the night, get up. Like last night, Moppy was whimpering. So I finally got up, before going back to sleep and took him out for a few minutes. He did his business. Chloe, of course, was in the room upset and angry. No ham for her that night. No turkey for her. No whatever. And I'm like sleeping. And so, if anyone's watching my video and getting upset about the blankie issue, I'll tell you what happened with the blankie. Like I said, I put it in my room. I laid down for a bit because Hannah told me to take a nap. When I got done with my father-in-law call, I was tired. My dad didn't realize at Zoom I had been up 27 hours, and I'm going. And he's like, "Oh, yeah, drink an energy drink." Yeah, I'll be up for another 24 hours. What do you want? Me to have a mental breakdown at 48 because I've had extra caffeine? I mean, literally, I overloaded my caffeine. This morning I woke up going, yeah, I had a headache for caffeine. I mean, this morning I made, instead of 8 cups, 12 cups. And then, I got, you're a poop machine. I mean, I got responsibilities. I'm always having like semi-diarrhea, semi-dog poop consistency, the creamy stuff, not the hard logs. I mean, I've been eating cheese and a glass of milk, so I guess that will do it, right? So at least it's soft. I don't have to, even though the cheese is hard. But no, anyways. So the responsibilities, Christmas coming and everything else. And, I didn't use the blankie last night because I put my head down on my bed as soon as my phone call was done with Poppy. And I woke up in the middle of the night to get Moppy walked, and then I went back to sleep. And I wasn't thinking about blankets. I got up this morning, and it was like, "Oh, did you sleep well? I had plenty of blankets." I know she was hinting at me, saying, "Oh, yes, the blanket was nice." But I didn't use it last night. I climbed in under my comforter, and I was like out in a light in 3 minutes. Literally, I mean, I was, before I went to bed, I spent like a couple minutes watching a clip of Rudy Giuliani, the real debate, where he was literally farting. And my father-in-law said, if you watch this one lady, she's completely drunk. She was. So I have all these responsibilities. I got to sort presents. I got Christmas cards put together. I got to get Christmas dinner prepared. I got to send Chloe out to pick up some more Christmas dinner soon. Got to make sure our food supplies last until we get to the grocery store, Safeway. In the meantime, I got all these responsibilities, and yet people say, "Oh yeah, I mean, the lady turned around and told me outright that I need to print. If I have a printer, I should print out the invoice and take it to the dealer and get it fixed." And I'm like, really? The other thing is Chloe basically made a statement that she's tired of going to the gas station and paying for $8 a can, so she wants to go to the reservation. I'll buy her a bus ticket to go and a train ticket or a ferry ticket. So, reason I'm talking to you all about this personally, one, there's no chat going on tonight because no moderators, thank God, has messaged me yet. And my cousin thinks it's time I grow a pair of balls, which I don't need balls, and make a stance and say, look, we don't need in-house bickering, okay? Let me tell you how I feel. I feel like people think of me as a joke, okay? Literally. I mean, the other day, my family and I were talking about something. I was telling this to Commander Jess. I said, I like to give people Christmas gifts. I like to give them gifts. I like to shower them with kindness. And he says, that's great. I said, but some people think that Rita is expendable. Oh, we don't want to spend anything on anyone else. Let's just have Rita do it. Let's just have Rita do it. Look at how I feel. Chloe's basically the electric bill. Won't pay it. She won't help with the internet. She wants to spend her money on clothes and thinks she's too female. And yet, I put up with it. And yet, when I ask for certain things, okay, here's what's upsetting me, okay, between you and I. My cousin Dinky, I don't think's watching this because she'd message me like, "Oh, I'm watching this," and said she isn't. One of the things that upsets me, okay, my cousin Dinky's unemployed right now, right? She's at home making clothes. I was about to order her the pattern for my uniform, right? Now, she sees Chloe do a video. She messages me. I'm sleeping. I get up. I'm like, and then, when I sit there, right, she's like, oh, she uses Facebook more than Instagram. But I can't sit there and email her, and I can't text her. So I'm stuck with Instagram. So, she tells me, grow up. Don't get mad at some girl that passes better than me and looks hot and smoking hot, and every guy wants to fuck her, or him. Let's just say him. I'm in a good mood. And yet, she turns around and says, don't worry about it, but Chloe, you misgender Chloe, you're going to fucking eat fucking dead salmon 9 ways from Sunday, jokingly, of course. And yet, I got responsibilities. You know how hard it is to to hear her when I ask her specifically volume control, and she says, I'm fucking dry, and yet she's not. And then I basically come out and I'm smoking weed and I'm going, you're not even trying. You're fucking getting combative. I'm responsible for her. I'm responsible for her actions while she lives here. She knows this. If we get evicted, Chloe will just go home and I will go to my family's place and hope like hell they put me up because I don't have anywhere to go and I'm worried. And yet, it might be too late, but, having moderators and everyone else, and I told Commander Jess he always sends me gift cards. So I always said, let me send you one. He said, no, be frugal with your money. Shouldn't have given your moderators. Another person told me email, and most moderators doesn't deserve it. Hannah did, but other ones didn't. I give back. I like to pay it forward. He kept giving me little birthday gifts, little trinkets, and I wanted to give it back. I still plan to give more. Hannah, she gave me more, so I need to give her some more back, And then you have my family, what Chloe basically puts the pressure on her too. Turns around, and she says, something like, you've helped your cousin out, you've done this, you've done that, and they're not, they don't sit there and say, in a private message, Chloe sees me sometimes like grumpy, and she's like, she likes to get to the bottom of things. All right, so for example, she saw me crying, and she said, "What's wrong?" I said, "Well, one of the moderators removed something, wouldn't explain why. I'm the administrator. I should at least know why. The person says they're hot, gorgeous, big deal. They're not into women. They're into men. That's safe. And yet, Chloe also knows sometimes things upset me. Like family. I'd be like, "Oh, you're unemployed. Let's just send a message. Hey, I got a question for you." No reply. No reply. No reply. All of a sudden, something else comes up, and it's like, "Hey, how about those presents? Did you get the picture?" No reply. No reply. And then said, "Hey, did you get your present today that came?" "Oh, yeah. Nothing about the other items." Then I'm like, "Hey, I got an idea I want to pass on to you." All of a sudden, you get other advice coming in, and it's like, I mean, so I wanted to share that with you. The responsibilities of looking after her is basically burdensome. I mean, I've asked her time and time, either you behave yourself and be good and don't treat me like crap and scream and yell at me, call me a Shelby and a Mayor Stinkle and a spam and other things. I mean, she basically blames my family for a lot of things too. I mean, I help my family out when they need help. And she doesn't like it. And so she reminds me. I mean, literally, I watched Chloe's video today. You know what? You know what upsets me the most? Me and my dad were talking about this. When I was in Ohio, right, we'd go to a coffee shop for 2 times a day, 4 hours total. When I was there, I was having my coffee and I was doing my spreadsheets. My dad didn't understand. Now he does. He's like, "Oh, yeah, you're doing your budgets and you're doing this. That's great, Rita." And yet, I do Amazon and eBay pricing. I order from Amazon, Target, and Walmart. I go to one gaming site that no one knows I own. By the way, I pay the web browsing fee and I get my news through them. So I always tell them, keep it coming. I mean, that's it. I mean, literally. And then I get my email and I check Gmail and I use Google. And then you got these people saying, "Oh, well, the government's watching." Well, if the government's watching me, it must be boring as hell. Plain and simple, it must be the boringest person in the world. Oh, it's Rita. She's on YouTube again. Yay. And yet, you know, everyone, my email box is always full from people that subscribe and others like, "Hey, where's the stimulus check? You said it might come." I said it might. It's going to be a miracle to pull it out of the hat with the Republicans and Democrats. And like I said, my family thinks I need to grow a pair of balls and basically lay down the law and say, "Look, this channel is for stimulus." Now, you can bring up Donald Trump, that's fine. Problem is, I don't give a shit anymore. Okay, I want the inauguration to get through, and then we can move on. Because right now, my dad keeps talking about, "Oh, did you see that? The Supreme Court and blah, blah, blah shot it down. Isn't that great news, Rita? We don't have to deal with these assholes." He's trying to do a Texas thing. It ain't going to work. People need to realize, even my pastor Mike realizes that it's gone. Nothing's going to happen. I mean, literally, nothing's going to happen. Plain and simple. Dad's basically the greatest thing since sliced cheese, I tell you. And then Chloe goes and basically says, she's looking at resources. She doesn't tell me this. I mean, she doesn't want to pay the internet bill. She doesn't want to pay the electric bill, but she's looking up things on the internet, and then she, gets mad that I'm taking it back. It's like, look, I'm paying the fucking water bill. And she's like, well, that's not cool, But honestly, everyone is getting shafted on stimulus checks. Everyone is getting shafted. That's it. There's a lot of people that come in just to post troll or post comments, And to me, I am here to tell you all that I would like to StreamYard. You know what else is my responsibility? I'm worried about moderator Sassy. He hasn't replied to me, and he hasn't replied to Cam. And I worry about moderator Cam. You don't know how much my moderators mean to me. And then on top of that, people say, "Well, you need to grow a pair of balls and speak it." Well, the inauguration's coming up in 42 days or something. Why not just let's live in peace, I mean, You can't change the outcome. Yeah, I mean, literally, I've watched multitude videos from Sister Pee-wee. They all make sense. Unfortunately for me, I'd rather be watching video game reviews and looking up information on camera lenses and stuff than dealing with things. I've been streaming a lot of HBO and Showtime and other things, and yet it hurts. I mean, you got to understand. For example, I put the blankie in my room. Okay, I went to sleep. I literally fucking went to sleep. Okay, when you've been up and then you get a 45-minute nap, you got to answer your dad for 2 hours. And you're like, and all of a sudden, lo and behold, everyone, you're tired as hell. Literally tired as hell. And it's not cool. It is literally not cool. Then what happens? I mean, my computer's on the fritz. Dad went through it. He did a remote access and checked everything he could. He knows what he's doing. He's a software engineer. He says, I can't find any Trojans, virus, anything. I talked to a guy today on the phone. He says, I can't find, if you bring it in, I can't find it. It's $150 for me to run through it all. If I can't find anything on your computer, ma'am, then your computer is fine. It's just you're paranoid. But thing is, the only thing I could say is the mouse is wonky. Well, what we do is I ordered a new mouse, if you guys need to know. New mouse, see if it works. If the mouse is wonky. I mean, literally. And so that is something I wanted to share, and then, other responsibilities are, other things. I mean, I'm trying to teach Chloe values, and that's not easy. No one wants to listen. Chloe doesn't want to listen to other things, but it's not Chloe's fault. It's her mental illness. But all these responsibilities, and yet Chloe gets angry like your family. Oh, you've helped them out so much, blah 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 blah. I have a PayPal and send my cousin, and yet no one's telling me when. I'm just sitting there going, well, new camera was ordered, a Roku Express was ordered, a couple other items for my cousin was ordered. Now my family knows if I really need something for Christmas, it's more needs than wants, because certain things I've ordered. Deep comforter, a new comforter, a new sheet set, pillows, stuff like that. I want to make sure I have everything. I understand, on other issues, but I've done those things today. And making sure winter is going to be good. Only buying what's needed. And yet, I'm trying to teach Chloe, you got money, use it. Buy yourself your shaving gel, your razor blades, stuff like that. Why should I be doing it? If I'm buying the shaving gel and razor blades, I'm putting them in a Christmas stocking, which I'm still waiting for my cousin to basically send a Christmas stocking, And so to me, it's sad. It's sad as hell that we as in people need to turn around and basically deal with the shit going on in the world. I mean, literally, I got Chloe basically barking things, all this crap at me. Today she said, off video and stuff, she was talking about throwing a brick in the grocery store. I opened my mouth just basically being angry, and I said, I wish you would. She's like, why? So I can end up in jail, and then they'll transfer me to a mental hospital and be there for 5 years? I said, literally, I don't mean go and do it. I'm just like, you keep talking about this, and yet, the other day I was on weed, and I said, you know what? The knife ain't going to do you any good. You can threaten to put it in you, but it ain't going to do shit for you. I told her mom everything. And yet, no reply. That's the other thing. I'm getting upset that she didn't take the gift card. She's leaving it in limbo. Chloe wants to call her mom. Her mom ain't answering the phone. Her mom doesn't want to talk to her. It's like, Chloe's right. Her mom doesn't want her home, literally, because of her temper and other things, and then, what upsets me is I have a couple ideas I want to pass on to my cousin, yet I can't send a message to them, So Biden's filling in positions for more Obama appointees. Great. See, this is the news I do not want. They're basically posting this and avoiding stimulus checks, I mean, literally, my cousin, Tara's Dinky, I love dearly. Chloe thinks that my family ignores me. They're just like, oh, give me, give me, give me. No, no, that's not true. Chloe thinks differently. She thinks that everyone wants to use and abuse me, And yet, she doesn't think the mindset that, what is she doing? But she doesn't want to spend any of her food stamps. She wants to spend everyone else's stuff. Oh, I get prime rib. I'm going to get prime rib, so I'm getting prime rib. I mean, Christmas time is the time I donate and I enjoy myself, But this year, it's just been atrocious, literally. People are losing their homes. People are losing their cars. People are losing their jobs. They need money. People are posting and praying we get a stimulus by Christmas. That ain't going to happen. I mean, look at the timeline. 16 days, they have to hammer out something and get it signed in, and you might get it Christmas Day. Your first deposit Christmas Day. Then you can tie it up. Guess what? Amazon would get it. Uh, Walmart will get it. Target will get it. I mean, literally. Or they'll buy late Christmas presents. I mean, literally, no one knows what's going on. Literally. I mean, I just want to say, I love all of you, and I'm sorry I deactivated the live chat, but I had to. I just couldn't stand live chat being on. I mean, literally, I had to do this to let you know that there's responsibilities. I mean, literally, all these responsibilities, all these times, and yet, Chloe, of course, Chloe is means a lot to me, I mean, everyone means a lot to me, but Chloe and I were, not even compatible as friends because she's on her own world, and but my family, they have a right to call, someone hears Chloe threaten herself or grabs a knife, threatens to cut off her dong, they have a right to call the sheriff too. People that know me, I mean, literally. Another thing that upsets me also that makes me really angry about doing YouTube vids is when someone comes and says, oh, are we getting $1,500 for taking the vaccine? That's what's on the table, but they're not going to pass. It's more money. That's what? Well, it's about $500 billion for the Americans to do it because of it. Who's going to pay it? That's the thing. No one realizes. Everyone thinks free money. Take a vaccine, 2 doses, get $1,500. Sorry to say, but that's just completely utter bullshit. To no end. So to me, it saddens me that I have to tell you guys about what's going on, and it's sad. I mean, literally, it's sad. And Mike and the rest, thank you for helping Chloe when I was snoozing. Same with you. You know, saying hope things get better. Well, I was hoping so too because if Chloe left, I lose my 2 bedroom. No one knows it. That's another responsibility. I lose my 2 bedroom. Her mom knows it. I can't keep a 2 bedroom with one person, and I have to give it up and be homeless. Chloe knows it. We both get evicted. Chloe goes home. I'm homeless. So I got all these responsibilities, but no one knows. They're just like, oh, get rid of Chloe. What no one realizes it's hard. So Chloe tonight decided, she said, don't do your weed. Have a beer. So soon I'll have a beer. I'll put in some TV. I'll sort through the Christmas presents. I got to make sure we have them all ready to wrap and get things moving. Got to turn the heater up too. And I just want to say I love all of you, okay? You mean the world to me. But there's nothing to report. I mean, when you got every one of these people reporting it, it's like the last video. One guy was talking about not liking what's his name? He or Horror or whatever it is, he Horror or whatever. I mean, and then I don't like Jimmy, and I don't like these clickbaiters. They clickbait to make living. I don't. I make a video and I tell you exactly what I think. I don't sugarcoat anything. I mean, you guys don't know how hard it is to try to hold a 2-bedroom on by yourself under subsidized rules, which says, one person's one person. You have 2-bedroom, you have to have 2 people. 3-bedroom, minimum 3 people. 4-bedroom is 4 people. And the maximum on a 1-bedroom is 3 people in a 1-bedroom. Maximum is 5 people in a 2-bedroom, 7 people in a 3-person, and 9 people in a 4-bedroom. They count the 4 bedrooms as bedrooms, and the other room, a living room where you put a bed, is the 9th person. I mean, literally, and they have to do that. We're on sewer, so we're not on septic tanks. So, but I wanted to tell you, things happen. And I mean, literally, people don't understand. I need to, lay down the law. If I'm going to keep the chat open, people need to realize that if someone basically gets removed, someone needs to say in the chat why. I mean, look, I had family members watching me, and they were pissed that I left, upset. I didn't even use my final quote when I log off. I left out of anger. I mean, literally angry that someone got removed without giving an explanation why. And then I've been pestered by most of the moderating team to remove one person as a moderator. Literally. And so to me, you guys are watching me. I can see how many people's watching, but the truth is, no one in their right mind realizes how much hell I'm going through. I mean, literally. I mean, today went to shit, okay? I had to fucking have my morning coffee. I was watching videos, great videos people did. We took a big old shit in the toilet, clogged up twice. I had to unclog it, hurting my back, getting in the tub, having Chloe argue about the bathwater, and then getting Chloe up late. And then Chloe talked about suing and like, oh, I'm going to call it. You know what? The advocates that Chloe went through, domestic violence advocates, was trying to get her reinstated at the grocery store, but they wouldn't budge because Chloe fucking told them to fuck off. So then the advocate said, well, I can't do anything. Now the advocate doesn't want to do anything because Chloe basically, Chloe put a hole in the wall. She saw the hole. She knows Chloe did it, but, thing is it's different. Playing with the bunny. I mean, literally. And then having dad have responsibility saying he wants a book and he wants this and he wants that and wants this. I'm like, Dad, you have my access code to my TV shows. You should utilize it, and I'm giving you the gift that gives year round. And, I mean, the other day my debit card was hacked. He was worried more about HBO and BritBox than he was about my card, And then he's like, well, if you want a Roku Express, order yourself because you're only the one who knows what you need. And then he pesters me for like 20 different items for Christmas. I mean, literally. Christmas is the time to give, but Christmas is also time to give year round. And yet, I go through hell. I mean, literally. Chloe puts me through hell. Other people put me through hell. My family doesn't want me having a heart attack over politics. Literally. They don't want politics talked about. Yeah, Chloe is like always blaming my family. So, oh, your family doesn't care. Otherwise, they should message you more. Or they should call you on the phone. Instead, they don't call you on the phone, So, anyways, I love all of you. And, it's hard. I got to make some decisions. But I also need to take time for myself. I'm not taking time for myself. Other people like Pee Wee and Fumblebum and Dinky and Corey, they say take time for yourself. I don't take time. Only time I take time for myself is when I'm in my bed, Chloe's sleeping, and I'm watching a movie or TV shows till 9, 10 in the morning, going to bed. And why do I do that? To avoid the arguments. But she always argues. If it isn't about this or that, it's about something else. So, And you know what? I think Chloe might be right on a couple things, honestly. She doesn't want me on YouTube because it takes too much time. It's true. I get on, I can do spreadsheets to do YouTube, and all of a sudden, lo and behold, I got other things to do. And lo and behold, I got other things to do. And lo and behold, I never get done. I mean, literally. I mean, I got people responsible saying, look, look for this package coming in Friday, which is fine. And then I got other people telling me, look, we don't know what happened. I'll tell you exactly what happened in this economy. People are stealing packages because they think they can get away with it because they have nothing to give for their family. Well, it's simple. And yet, people don't realize that we're in a pandemic, and so I wanted to share that with you all, because it's not your fault. I mean, when and if we do get an actual concrete thing, I told you that would be the greatest thing ever to make sure people get their stimulus. Unfortunately, there's too many clickbaiters. And then I get too many new videos all the time, recommendations, things that I don't want to see. I had to click on a few today about trannies. I don't want to see a tranny. I don't give a shit about a tranny. I care about the American people. You know, I love all of you. You guys mean the world to me. So I hope you understand. This is a big picture. I mean, literally. And on top of that, I try my damnedest as a minister of God, as a Christian, to accept Chloe's fault. People say, oh, Chloe's a child of God. Yes, she is. Fortunately, I'm the one that's got to deal with it. Your mom doesn't want to deal with it. Others don't want to deal with it. So I got Christmas cards to fill out, Christmas cards to mail out, packages to mail out. I got a lot of stuff to do before Christmas, and I got to rely on Chloe to do it because I'm mostly inside. I mean, I'd rely on Chloe to go get the mail, but I thought a little break outside would do me some good. Just walk out there, get the mail, come back in, and be done with it. So, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, you know, but no, I'm depressed. I'm depressed because I got too many responsibilities and people don't understand how I fucking feel. They only think about themselves, pretty much, all about their stimulus checks and this and that. I just want to enjoy life. Literally, I want to enjoy life. I want pandemic to end so I can go out and travel. I want to see areas where I can take pictures, do a little camping, do some fly fishing. Instead, I'm stuck in here. I got responsibilities. I got to protect myself from coronavirus. I gotta watch the news. Oh, 20 people got coronavirus in this area, and be careful. Oh, we're under restrictions for another 3 weeks. Businesses are going to fail. But guess what? We don't care if the businesses fail. Fuck you. Stay in and be a good little sheeple. No, I'm not going to stay in and be a good little fucking sheeple. I mean, literally. This is the time of year that really drives me fucking bonkers. I'm the woman that goes and sends all the Christmas cards out to people. When we lived in an apartment complex, in two apartment complexes, every Christmas, a few days before Christmas Eve, we would all go around to both buildings and we would drop off Christmas cards to every tenant because that's how we did things. I'd have boxes and boxes. My husband would do the same. Love Aaron and Moppy and love Rita and Blizzard and We'd put them on everyone's in front of their doors when they woke up in the morning. We'd all have stacks of Christmas things. Some had gift cards, some had cash, some whatever. We always put something in there. Usually I got gift cards from McDonald's because McDonald's was what we had in town. But you know what? People didn't mind. And I loved it. Here, and then my third apartment, I lived in 4 subsidized. My third apartment, 3 subsidized. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Apartment number 3 was the same way. A couple days before Christmas, one giant building was a former retirement home. I miss it. You know why? You go into the lobby. You know, my family was never there. They never seen it. You go into the lobby where next to the mailboxes. The office was right there. You go into the lobby. You had a 4-way split. One went to the right, which had an exit door, which we always use at night, so we didn't have to go through, And there's apartment complex. You go to the left, follow all the way down to the end on the other side to near where the parking lot is. And there's another door, for exiting. And I live down that end. But if you went straight through the lobby, when you got in, you'd end up in the rec room with a jumbo TV and a kitchen. And we all sit around and did puzzles and stuff. And, but then if you go into the lobby, they had like giant couches and stuff. And as you were walking through the halls, there was chairs and couches. It was an old retirement home turned into apartments. I loved it there, but people didn't love the Chloe there because Chloe was loud, obnoxious. The police was always called. Shit happened, and I remember coming back from the mental hospital. One of my neighbors stopped me and said, "Hey, Rita, the FBI and the Secret Service had vans parked out front for 2 weeks and parked in the parking lot and all this shit." I mean, I remember when I came back, we had to deal with mental illness, mental hospitals, mental clinics, and other places denying Chloe services. And meanwhile, Chloe would be standing out 2-3 hours at a night. I mean, I remember one time I had to turn my air conditioner unit off. And it was hot as hell. And the neighbor said, "Why'd you turn it off?" I said, "Don't you smell it?" We opened up because my living room had a sliding glass door, and I had a key with my sliding glass door. So I'd open it up, go in, and the sliding glass door, when I opened up my blinds to my sliding glass door, there was a couple skunks there, and it was the only time you smell skunks in their stink is when they sprayed someone, and they have to recharge their spray. So he was right next to the air conditioner. Moppy and I are looking through the glass window, and it reeked. It was the stinkiest smell ever. I remember that clearly. I remember one time I was about 3 feet from a skunk, and I had to pull Moppy back and go a different direction because his tail was up. You never fuck with a skunk. Remember one time walking down the street, and there was a whole family of skunks. I had to turn around. I mean, literally. One time it was raining as hell, and I had binoculars, and the back area is all lit up. I'm watching with my binoculars a deer bobbing up and down with a big point. This thing must have been like a 36 pointer, but it was living so long, no one decided to hunt it. One time I was at the post office, Christmas time, sending out gifts and cards. Lady turned around and says, "Love your dog." I said, "Thanks." Turned to another lady. She said, "You wouldn't believe what I said." I had to take a picture, and I was like, "Sorry to bother you, ma'am, again, but what are you talking about?" She says, "Oh, I live out outside of town on the dunes." I said, "Cool. Tell me about it." She says, "We had over 50 deer, counted them all heads, just sitting there in the dunes. They don't hunt in the dunes, very rare." I mean, the bottom line is, I love all you people, and yet people don't understand. Um, you know, I used to do YouTube vids every day, and every day I had different moderators. And every day we had a great time. But nowadays, it feels like a full-time job. It feels like a fucking full-time job. And this is the first year ever I've ever given moderators my mods gifts. Some of my other mods were from Facebook. Trans people. Good people. Mother of twins. Same with Icky Gabby, you know. Love Icky. Love Gab, or Gabbo as I call her. I mean, we all need to realize different things. Maybe tomorrow, when I do a short video, stimulus related, I'll leave the chat up, you know, and if anyone wants to say something, they can, but I'm tired. I'm burned out. I mean, literally, I don't even get enough rest. Some days I'm sleeping 3 hours. Other days I'm sleeping 2 hours. Other days I'm, you know, upset. And you know why I don't sleep? I'll tell you what. When Chloe starts threatening herself, threatening others, there's not a damn thing I can do about it. You know why? I'll tell you why. We're in a pandemic. Mental hospitals are full with homeless people. Homeless, mentally ill patients. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. It's sad. It's sad as hell. Sad as hell, sad as hell, sad as hell. So, you know, it's just the way it is, you know. And too many responsibilities, you know. I mean, my dad's got responsibilities on me. You know, Hannah once asked me, "Do you enjoy going to school?" No, I don't. You know why? Got to listen to the old biddies. Last Monday's course, it was Rita said this, and Rita said that, and Rita said this, and Rita said that. And everyone's saying, "Hey, Rita, you made us a good sense." I'm only following the Bible. My father-in-law taught me that. But I don't enjoy it, honestly. I mean, literally, I think it's fucking boring. Literally. Read a book. Buy $20 book. Join the course. Dad enrolled me in another course. I had to spend $30 for the book. And then I have family. You know, sometimes I feel like the family ignores me. Literally, drives me nuts. You message them, you say, "Hey, I have some ideas I want to pass along to you." Doesn't get back. You know, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? You're unemployed. You're unemployed. You should be basically at home or this, or say, "Oh, what's your ideas?" You know, I mean, it's like today, my cousin turned around and I wanted to replace my cousin's two items I couldn't get right away. So I decided to offer a shop vac. Fortunately, they didn't tell me what size to get. I wasn't going to order it right away. Sears or Ace Hardware. I even looked for something at Home Depot. Fortunately, Home Depot didn't have any fucking thing. You know, it's like, oh, pick up, no delivery. So I chose Ace. Fortunately, my cousin said, "Oh, your cousin's looking for these items," you know. And I was like, "Okay, cool. Whatever. That's great. Sounds great. That's cool." So I ordered them. Because, you know, I love my family. You know. And so everything happens for a reason, you know. And I get upset. You know, I get totally upset that I feel neglected. I mean, I feel like I'm the one with all the responsibilities. I got to take care of someone who's mentally ill. I got to take care of someone who wants to throw bricks through the grocery store window. I got to take care of someone who's got mental illness. You know, and yet it's not easy. You know, I told Chloe today what I'd like to do is live in peace, play my video games, and not even worry about Christmas. Not worry about New Year's. Get through the pandemic. Fortunately, you know that one lady, Apple Dumplings, right though. Poppy lives in a rich area. His house taxes are like 20 grand a year. He always bitches about it. He's like, oh, I'll give you your inheritance instead of Aaron, but you'd lose it to Social Security. So it goes to my lesbian niece. Right. And then he tells me I do so much for him, giving him access codes and buying movies and everything else, and I give year round, and yet responsibilities, like tonight. Gotta watch movies, gotta watch more movies with him. Then I gotta watch movies Wednesday night. Then I gotta go to school Thursday. Then I gotta watch movies Friday night. I mean, when can I literally fucking relax on my own time? When I'm not sleeping. When Chloe's asleep. I can sit there and be like, oh, I'm gonna watch this tonight. I mean, literally. I mean, you know how hard it is as a Christian to feel responsible? I mean, literally, someone goes out and spends money they don't need to for me and spends more money. And my goal is payday comes up on the 31st. Gift cards will be going out to two of the moderators. One basically had to replace a present because it disappeared like fart in the wind and no one knows where the fuck it is. We know where it went. It was stolen by the fucking people because they're lazy and everyone's fucking making minimal wage for garbage. Steal, steal, and steal. Plain and simple. And it just depresses me. You don't understand how depressing it is, with me. One day I'm happy, next day I'm happy, next day I'm happy. Then one day things happen. Toilet gets clogged, depresses me. Why does it depress me? I'll tell you why it depresses me. Why I'm having a bad day. Chloe goes to bed. And I'm sitting there fucking plunging, not once, but 4 times at 15-minute intervals till the toilet's unclogged. Having my morning coffee. Getting videos. Oh, you need to watch this because this guy is talking about. I watched it. It was interesting. Watched some other videos. Took a nap. Calling the internet company. Remember I said that. The internet company fucked up. They can't fix their billing cycle. So who gets the fucking blame for it? I do. Lady didn't even care. She wanted me off the phone as fast as possible. She didn't even want to hear these shitty things. And that's because things happen and things happen and things happen and things happen and things happen, And yet she doesn't care, and she doesn't give two shits. It's like, oh, thanks for telling us about the billing. We'll ding you if you don't go to the internet company, the phone company to, do whatever you need to. To me, it was legitimately wrong, And they don't care. It's like, well, we're running on a whatever, you know. So it's bad, So I just wanted to, say I can't take the pressures, of people turning around, What's this? Hold on a sec. Something's here. I don't see the comments. $600 stimulus. This is just So basically, people say unemployed get nothing, and they will give a bunch of people with jobs money for their bank accounts. Oh wow, that's nice to know. So I'm just, I mean, there's nothing new. They want to give $600. We know this. So bill's getting worse. Anyways, we all just need to calm down, play it by ear, and go from there. Just take a break. And we'll all get better in time. Holidays will make us better. One reason why I'm depressed is Christmas is around the corner. I lost my uncle 3 years ago on the December 7th on um, Pearl Harbor Day in 2017, December 7th. And that's hard. I lost my uncle, and no one knows this. I was close to one of my uncles who accepted me, knows me as a hermaphrodite, and he died. One day he called me, said he's coming out to visit us. I'll buy your ticket. He says, all right, you're on. I'll end up spending a week with you. Hang out on your couch, watch movies, drink liquor, and go to the bars. Got a call from my mom. He died. Sad time. Sad time. My sister-in-law, my half-sister, all right, she's basically blood through my mom. Means the world to me. She disowned me. Her husband died Christmas Day in 2000. 30 or 42 of a heart attack. I think it was 38, but I don't remember. My mother died 10 years ago. Hard. I miss her. Dad died in 1990 with my grandmother. Entire family's fractured, split. All I want is to spend Christmas. Enjoy Christmas. I give people gifts because that's the time to do it. Since I have nothing to do in this apartment except sit on my butt and watch TV and play video games, I might as well make myself useful and buy a few gifts. So like I said, I owe Pee Wee a gift card because she went out of her way above and beyond and got whatever the present was again, which she should know. If it was lost because of UPS or FedEx and they're saying, oh, it was delivered. No, it wasn't. My stuff gets saved. It only activates when something's going out of the door or coming into the door. Otherwise, it goes to the cloud and it lets me know by notification. That's how I know through my tablets and everything else what's going on. And so, um, holidays are hard for me. 4 years ago, I spent it with my cousin and cousin-in-law. It was a great Christmas. Snow and everything. We had a great time. Since then, stuck here. Stuck in Moses Lake. And yet, depression. People say, oh, how do you feel if you're basically stuck in a place where you want to do your hobbies and you can't? I mean, literally, how do you feel when you're sitting there trying to watch a movie with your father because you make a promise to your father, you keep your promise to your father, and yet someone's sitting there chatting on the movie and your father pauses and says, Chloe, shut up. She's like, I don't mean to shut up. And it's like, we want to watch the movie in peace. And say, we're stuck. I mean, literally off and on, off and on, off and on, So anyways, I got to get the mail. I got to get going. I got to get the presents sorted out and wrapped. I got to get the Christmas cards put together. I got to get, things done. I don't want to sit here for more than more. But you know what? Moderators aren't going to win. All right. Unless I get an explanation of what happened with this person, I'm not going to remove Hannah as moderator. That's one of the things I'm going to say. I'm not going to remove her at all. People want her to remove. They think it's the perfect solution. Only reason why is a lot of people message is because they saw Hannah remove the person without justification. But like this sticker says, one more chance. I always give more than one chance, even with Chloe. So I care for everyone. As a Christian, you always have to forgive. That's what I was taught. You don't forgive, you go to hell. Jesus says that in Matthew. If you have something against your brother and you go to church and you want to donate a gift to the church, put your donation aside and go and reconcile with your brother before you get dragged into court and judged. You always have to forgive. I've been through hell. I have patience as a saint. And people don't understand that. People just want to sit there and think, I'm insane. Or they need their stimulus. Or they need this. Or they need that. No. No thanks. So, I got to get ready to go because I got to get mashed potatoes prepared. Which means I got to find out how long the mashed potatoes are going to cook, how long my little baby cabbages take. I like these little Brussels sprouts. There we go. Stoked. Quart saucepan, 15 minutes. Okay, so 2 boxes should be fine for tonight's dinner. I'm having ham and that. Chloe got mashed potatoes, so to me it works. I like those little Brussels sprouts anyway. So I got to start cooking. And with the timer only at 44 minutes left till the ham's done, I better get to work because I don't want to upset Chloe while she's looking forward to this dinner. And I want my beer. So because the chat's turned off and I don't have to sit here and wait for people to comment, which upsets me the most, and I'm going through hell time and time again, I want to wish you a great evening, and I will check in with you possibly tomorrow if there's any news to give you. Otherwise, I might spend tomorrow afternoon. I think it's school time at 3:30, so I'm going to try to get the last spreadsheets done and start on the next batch, which means I have 3 spreadsheets to go. No, 2. 2, because I finished 5 today. So without getting distracted. So if I can get my spreadsheets done faster, I can do things what I could do in the past. So there you have it. So I hope you all have a great evening. Love all of you. Like I said, moderators, don't panic. As a saint or a person with the patience of a saint, this will blow over. All right. We don't need to go remove moderators. Now, I did go through and remove a few today on the grounds that some of them aren't around anymore. So, but I'm not going to go and remove a moderator and block them because they don't deserve it. What's the justification? The person is a saint themselves. And so we all have bad days, big deal, until they explain what the hell happened. Even so, they're forgiven because they always have a logical reason. So do I. And because of it, I'm not holding anyone against anything. And as Cam said, we're all children of God, so including Chloe. Hopefully Christmas will get better for all of you, and hopefully my depression will subside due to the fact that my depression is caused by small issues like family and Chloe. And by the way, you got to basically realize what's breaking news this time. So there you have it. So, we just got to move on. So hope you guys comment if you wish, subscribe if you wish. Otherwise, like I said, please add and subscribe. Please post comments. Leave feedback, suggestions. Hit the like, subscribe button. Hold some funny for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, your service dogs. Thanks for watching, everyone, and God bless every one of you. And I hope if you're watching this camp, send me an email and find out what's going on with Sassy, because, I'm worried about Sassy. And people don't realize that I do worry about my moderators. I worry about Hannah, too. Even Chloe knows I worry about Hannah. But like I told people today, everything's water under the bridge. We just have to be patient. Everything will work itself out in time. That's all we have. It's holidays. So God bless you all, and good night.